Wow. Just to transition just a little bit. One of the things that I've always admired about you, speaking from personal experience, I've known you just shy of a year now, is that even when you're carrying so much, you have never stopped. You never, like, you would come here and you would take care of Miss Cole, and you would just be like, I gotta go fill out this application, I gotta go to get on the computer, and I'm like, Nay, just go upstairs, just go lay down. But you never stopped moving forward. Like, you just did not take a break for yourself. And at the same time that you were going through these things, you never stopped pouring into me. Like I would always tell you, you have been so inspirational to me because I'm knowing just a small amount of what you're going through. I didn't know the full scale of what you were going through, but I knew that you were, living in a shelter. I knew that you were trying to find stable housing, but you would come here and you would pray over me and you would speak positivity over me and you would be like, Miss Jocelyn, it's gonna be okay. And God has a plan for you. God has a plan for both of us. And I'm just like, if she can do all of this with what she's going through, surely I can just muster through this, this period of unemployment that I'm going through. At least I have a husband, she's doing this all by herself for 4 kids. So that's one of the things that I've always admired about you is how you never stop going and how you have always poured into me. And I'm pretty sure there were others that you would pour into along the way too. And at some point you made a career transition from caregiving to what you do now. But just to talk about how you started as a caregiver, what did that work mean to you? You started as a caregiver. What did that work mean to you?
Before I actually did caregiving, I was in customer service, working in grocery, and giving service to other people, like everybody, just giving service to everybody. And well, no. Before I did customer service, I was a caregiver. I was my grandmother caregiver. And that's what led me to do caregiving because I had a chance to caregive for my grandmother and I loved it. And I just felt like it just brought life to me to care for someone who can't do everyday life essential. So I wanted to give back to the elderly because my grandmother poured in me so much that I felt like I could be the light or be assistance to elderly people. So I love elderly people. I love disabled people. And it just was something that was grace to me to be able to do that job. So being here and being my natural self to Miss Cole, it just felt like just being around my grandmother all over again. So that's what helped me to like go in it natural. I just think about how I was with my grandmother, and it's just like you don't think about it, just do it.
You would come in, especially on Sunday mornings. You would come in and you would turn on the gospel in Miss Cole's room, and I would peek in on the camera sometimes, and I would be like, "What are they doing in there?" But you would just be dancing, and you would be like, "Yeah, come on, Miss CC." And I'm like, this girl, and it really looked like a granddaughter with her grandma. And Miss Cole would just be in the bed, and she would just be holding her hands up. And I'm like,
nobody likes to see different people coming in and taking care of them. And, so you have to make the person comfortable enough to be comfortable with you and to trust you. So it just came natural because that's what I do with my grandmother.
You could tell.
So I just love being around her, just love being around elderly people because they have so much wisdom to give you. And that's what I learned from older people. They have so much wisdom. And I know, like, once you come in and, like, start caregiving for a person, my first instinct is to learn what they like, what they don't like. And I learned that she loves gospel music.
She does love gospel.
She loves to pray. She loves to see me dance around, say hallelujah. She said, I like that little dance. I miss that little dance. so I do it all the time. Because a lot of people are not morning people. So I got to get her up and be motivated to be getting up and to start her day off. So I just knew to start to incorporate her to get her day going positively.
Such a blessing. Yeah. And it definitely looked like you were in your natural element. So you shifted from caregiving to what you do now, which is bus driving.
Okay. Gotta take my picture off my bus.
So what led you to pursue a career in bus driving?
I wanted to be home with my children more because I was always gone. It was times where I had to spend a night at different clients' houses. Even at work, I had to stay the night, 11 to 7, 3 to 11. So I was always gone away from my children. And with bus driving, being a bus driver, you get to be off on holidays and weather, climate days. You get to be off. And so that's what made me, I'm like, I just need to be more home with my children more. I can see and I can feel the energy that they like miss me. So that's what made me get into bus driving.
I was going to say, and so this is two juxtapose you caregiving and lifting up and doing things with Miss Cole, who's bigger than you, and then bus driving. You would think these two different career paths where people would think, I know I did, like, is she gonna be okay with lifting up on Miss Cole? And then you said you came here one day and you were like, I'm gonna do bus driving. I'm like, you gonna do okay with driving them big old buses? So there's always this assuming misconception, because I know I had it. Like, you got this small frame. People misunderstand your capacity and your true strength, physical strength. So
I get that a lot. A lot of people think that I'm not capable of doing the job when they see me. And a lot of people will turn me down because they look on the physical appearance. And not even give me a chance. But I just go to the next person that's willing to see my potential. And me, it was my thing. It's like what you tell yourself you can do, and what you tell yourself you can't do, you can't do.
Amen.
So I didn't even think about it. I just said, I know I can do this. And then I just think about different strategies on how to make work better for me. And so it won't be hard on me. And so I use what I learned in job in like corporate world, like working in customer service, and so I incorporated that with caregiving. Like you got to be in with your knees, not with your back. And so like it's just a mind thing to me. For me, I just say it ain't nothing that I can't do. Because I have a goal, like I have a reason that I'm doing it. And a lot of people don't have reasons on what they're doing. So that's a lot of times failure can set in. But I had a reason why I was doing it. It was for my 4 children. So that's what kept me just always having them on my mind. I gotta do it for them. I'm by myself. So it ain't nothing that I can't. I'm gonna do this. I ain't got no choice.
Right. So what has that transition taught you about yourself?
To never put stipulations on myself, like never to not try things without knowing if I can do it or not.
Oh, okay.
Never,
that's a good one. And don't let other people's
and don't let other
people
dictate
opinions.
What make you stop, because a lot of people look down on you or frown upon you because you're small. And a lot of people will judge you because you are small, because you coming in dominating. Small but mighty. Like you're strong.
Small but mighty. What does it feel like knowing that you have created this greater stability for you and for your children?
Peace. It feels like it don't feel real, because knowing that God can take a person from the dust and ashes and bring beauty to it. I never thought I'd get through none of the hard seasons in my life. I never thought I would get through it. I never thought that I could get through it. But with God, He made it possible for me to get through it, because I've always talked to Him and looked to Him. He made it to where I didn't have no choice but to call on Him.
Right.
And that's what He do in a lot of people's life. A lot of people don't like to be alone. But it's a good thing, because God make it to where you don't have a choice but to lean on Him, and He can be your strength. He can be your peace. He can be your healing. He can be your love. He can be anything you need Him to be. He's everything.
He's everything
you need Him to be. And that's what I look to. I never think that I would be talking about God all the time. I never think that I would like be in a situation to where I'm called to like speak to many. I don't think about it. It just come natural. I think because, I know because of the things that I experience in life: homelessness, abuse, sadness, depression, addiction. I think I know that you experience those things to be called. It's like He said, many are called, but few are chosen.
Right.
Like, and so like, it just came. I mean, it's God's timing. That's all I got to say. It's God's timing. I didn't even think that honestly, be this. I'm so shy. I never think that I'll be sitting there and go and minister to a complete stranger or come in here and ministering to you. I put my life aside to go minister, and that gives me so much. It fills my spirit.
Yeah.
My cup be like empty.
Yes.
But when God send me out on a mission to minister to his people or to be a light, oh my God, I feel like I don't know, a burst of like spirit just come over me. So I'm just like, dang, I didn't know I could do that. How can you just like stop being like stop your problems? Because I was even like in homelessness. How can you stop thinking about what you eating right then and there,
right,
and go minister to somebody who has what you don't have,
right?
Like, how can you do that?
That part, you would literally do that when you
like,
came here.
How can you do that? But nobody
right.
but God.
Nobody but God.
That's why I feel like I was put in that
question
situation.
How I got this. Who else gonna give it to me? I'm alone. It's just me and my 4 kids. Who else gave it to me but God?
That would make me think that I was supposed to go through what I went through, and I was supposed to be in it because God knew that I'm gonna go out and wherever he created me to be, minister and help others. Because I know what it feels like to be alone. I know what it feels like to not have nobody to uplift you and pray for you. I only had my grandmother. And then when she was taken away, I didn't have nobody else I can call on and tell them my problems, and they don't judge me and uplift me and pray. I didn't have that. I had a lot of people that was judging and laughing, but I didn't have a person. So that's why I feel like I had to go through that so that I can be that person that I lost, which was my grandmother.
Yeah.
Become what I lost and better. So I'm making her smile because I know like I can't. She probably knew that I can be this person, but I didn't know I can be this person.
Right, right. You talked about how old your oldest son was, 10 when you first got here. He just graduated high school in May. What did that accomplishment mean to you?
That meant like being a single mom don't stop you from. It meant a lot to me in that moment. It was like a lot of different emotions coming up within me and within my son. Being alone and him having to step up and be the big brother and take care of responsibilities that he never thought he would have to take care of and still get through high school. Yeah, it just was accomplished saying like, dang, being a single mom don't mean that you have to look like you're single or have to live like you're single or have to struggle like you're single. You can still push through life situations and get your children through school and while dealing with that, like it was like like you overcame something. Like I overcame society, how they view single moms. Like I overcame that.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot to me that I was able to help my son get through high school, and I was more excited than he was. He was just ready to get over it.
Like, okay, I graduated high school, got it. But yeah, they just have no clue of the behind the scenes, even though he was thrust into an adult role at such a young age, he still kind of takes for granted how difficult that is to do. That's a huge milestone.
He blocks it out his mind.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, we didn't go through that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We went through that.
He blocked like
every traumatic situation.
Really?
It's like a part of his brain made him feel like he didn't go through that.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you did go through that. You did. We went through that. We experienced that. But I think because I did a lot of prayer covering them, it made him not sit in what he went through.
Wow.
It made him not feel depressed in what he went through. It made him not feel like I don't have to tell that story in my life. I don't have to live that story, or I have to live like I went through this story.
Yeah,
so I think that's the way he's viewing it. Like that's not my story. It's part of my story, but that's not the story that I'm going to live. I think that's what he's telling himself.
Wow,
so,
yes. That is
I pray.
powerful.
When I say I pray every second, every hour, every minute, my children probably tired of me praying, but I cover them in prayer because that's something my grandma instilled in me.
Yeah.
So a lot of teachers and a lot of administrators and a lot of principals, they was like, Miss Eugene, I would never think that you and your children are going through this because they healthy, they happy, they smile. They don't look like a lot of people that are not, that don't know God. A lot of parents that don't know God, their children look like what they're going through. And they said, I didn't never think that y'all were in this situation because of how happy I was.
Right.
And I had to tell myself every day to be happy. I wasn't happy because I wanted to be. I had to make myself be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like was a everyday thing. I had to keep telling myself, no, because the enemy will come in to steal, kill, and destroy. Right when you wake up, man, I'm homeless. Man, I'm in somewhere I don't want to be. These people treat me like crap, but I have to keep telling myself, nope, it's gonna get better. Nope, this is temporary. Nope, God is with you. Nope, you're gonna get to where you need to be. Nope, you have phenomenal people in your life right now that sees you, hear you, that's rooting for you. I have to keep telling myself that because a lot of times I did go into a sunken place. Well, I felt like I wasn't gonna get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I just kept saying to myself, like, man, it's sad that I'm going through this. Like I was like really angry at first first and foremost, I was angry because I went through it. But it's just like it's just like you don't have time to think about that you're in it.
Right.
I thought about it for a second, but the next moment, God has sent the Holy Spirit to minister to me to keep going. Not even think about what you're in. Just keep going.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like, all right, you thought about it for a second. Get over it. Keep going, pushing me and guiding me. I didn't even know where I was going. I was just like well, they say faith is without seeing. That's really what we lived. I couldn't even see a way out. I can see where we're going. I just was like working. Like you said, I was coming in and say, I gotta go do this. It's like I knew that I had to grasp every minute of the day to allow to even feel like I accomplished something or even feel like, okay, I'm something's gonna break. I had to like keep myself busy because if I didn't, you will go in that sunken place and you will feel like, oh man, nothing is happening. And, get sad and depressed and want to give up, but and I didn't. I didn't give up. I just kept going. I kept busy.
So how did you keep your kids focused on their futures while you were going through? I know you talked about your oldest son. He had his own way of dealing with it, in that he kind of took on the same life and death are in the power of the tongue. I may be going through this, but I'm not speaking this. I'm not going to sit in this. I'm focused on this. So how did you, especially with your other 3 younger children, how did you keep them focused on their futures and their goals while y'all were going through that?
First and foremost, I kept my emotions. I kept my emotions grounded, so that I can be able to be that light in their darkness too. Yeah. And then when I was away from them, I went to God in my secret place and I prayed and I asked for Him the answers for my children because they had a lot of unanswered questions that they needed answered. And so I would let them know, like, hey, get through school, don't worry about it. Because they all often worried about my safety. They worried about where we're going to sleep, where we're going to eat. And I told them, don't worry about that. Mama got it. I always tell them, it's okay. We in this right now. It's things going to get better. That's why I'm working to get us out of the situation that we're in. So I just thought, get through school. You worry about school and don't worry about what mama got. I just have to keep reiterating, like, God is taking care of us right now. God is with us. I don't know where we're going to be. I had to be honest with them. Because at first I was sugarcoating things. And I just had to be honest. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know how things are going to go. But I do know that I trust God to get us out of this situation.
Right.
And if I wasn't meant to be in it, I wouldn't be in it. I was meant to be in it.
Yeah.
So I just kept reiterating, just go to school and keep your grades up. You're the smartest person in the world. You're the most beautiful person in the world. I love you. You have friends. You have teachers. I just kept uplifting their spirits to keep them like motivated and not going into a sunken place as a child, knowing their situation. That's why a lot of teachers didn't know that they were in it. Because I'll always give them praises. I'll always pray over them. I was always like in a happy mood. Still, sometimes they saw me crying, but that was only in prayer and praise and worship, but not crying and saying, "Oh, I can't do it." It wasn't like that.
Yeah,
It was in thanking God that I'm in it, and I'm living it, and I'm surviving, and I'm gonna get through it. Just thanking God. So they saw that, and for them to see that healed them too.
Yeah.
For them to see me vulnerable like that, like thank God, thank you, Lord.
That is so important.
Thank you.
How we react and respond, because kids, we don't always know that our kids are watching us, but they're always watching us. So when we go through certain things, they're also watching how we handle those situations. And you mentioned your kids wanting to protect you, especially the older ones wanting to protect you. what do you hope that they learn from you about how you handle this situation and about persevering through trials? What do you think? What do you hope they learn from you?
What I hope for them to learn is putting God first and not going to people, because people can't help you with nothing in life unless they are sent by God. You know, because you got to have a relationship with God in order to use your discernment. So I want them to learn to put God first so they can learn to use their discernment and have good judgment in life to be able to get through situations. And that's why I'm glad I'm going through this, because they see me going through it. And teachers are also reminding them, like, y'all mom is busting her butt for y'all. Y'all don't know how strong y'all mama are. They're constantly reminding them the struggles that I go through, so it be real life to them, so they can know, man, if my mama can do it, I can do it. I want to let them know, especially my 15-year-old. I always tell him, like, because for instance, for example, track, he said, well, they said that we're not being watched and this don't count and all that. So I said, I've never went through life and saying that nothing that I do don't count or people not watching me. I never went through life. I said I do things at 100%, even when people ain't even watching.
Right.
And I expect the same for you. So that's what I expect from them. I tell them, you do 100%. I don't care if people judging you, laughing at you. You do 100%. I don't care if you're the only one out there hustling and bustling. You do it.
Building their integrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you different, and because you different, a lot of people gonna go against you and you gonna be alone, but it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
Because God gonna bring the people you need in your life.
Amen.
You don't want anybody in your life, and then destruction happen when you with the wrong person. So I'm glad that I'm going through this, because they can see, like, dang, my mama was alone and she still was protected and she still kept going and she still smiled. And that's why I'm glad I'm like going through, because they can see it and help them to model and maneuver through life and say, oh, well, I saw my mom do this, so this is what I need to do. Go in prayer. And I don't need to go seek validation from people.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I don't seek validation from people. I don't look for, like, people to praise me. A lot of people look for that.
Right.
People to see them coming out of their comfort. You don't need that. Move in silence. I moved in silence. That's what helped me to, like, grow.
Yeah.
And then God will praise me and look at you doing, because you choose me. This is what I have for you. That's what God speaks into you. And I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. I knew I could do it. Like, no, I can get through this. I ain't know it at first, but thank you. Like, it's just the things that you go through in life, God will bring it back full circle and say, look what I brought you out of.
Yes, for sure.
You went through the fire, but look at you now.
How do you balance protecting your children while still preparing them for real life challenges? Because as moms, we're nurturers, we're protectors. We want to shelter them from so many things because we know what the world looks like and feels like. But how do you balance protecting them while still trying to prepare them for the real world at the same time?
Stay together, stick together. And everybody who have children don't love children.
Ooh, everybody that has children don't love children.
Yeah.
What do you
A lot
mean?
of people that don't have children, they don't love other people's children. So don't trust easily.
Yes.
So it's my thing is my children are easily trusted because they're innocent. Like, they don't know. So they easily trust people, and that's how you get taken away, or that's how the world gets you. You don't trust nobody. So people with children, just because they got children, don't make them a good person. Or a person that would have smiled don't make them a good person. You got to learn to use your judgment. Because a person can smile in your face and then stab you in the back. So that's what I want them to, like, that's how I keep them protected, to just telling them, look what I'm, like, they see stuff that I'm going through, that we went through in the shelter when this lady was trying to, like, she was nice to me at first. But then, like, my children was like, Mama, why don't you talk to people? It's because I know the spirit. I can feel the energy off of people. It's like, Mama, why don't you talk to people? Why don't you? And then they later on saw that the lady was, like, an enemy. She tried to fight me and my children in the shelter for no apparent reason. Like, it was all over a microwave. We only had one microwave, and it was when the storm came. It was a storm. And one microwave went out, and we was all using one microwave. So we waited, because there's a time frame where you can go in the kitchen from 6 to 8. And so we waited till like 7 to go in there. so that everybody can be done with that microwave. We get in there to use the microwave, and the little girl, she tells the little girl that she's watching to go up and put the food in there the same time that my son was. And so he ended up putting the food in the microwave before her because he was already there. And the lady said, "You should have put it in there anyway. I don't give a F about him." And then my son looked back and said, "What?" And I jumped up really fast. I said, "That's not your battle. That's not your fight." Because you got to know that there's demons, a lot of demons that are on assignment to you.
Right.
But you got to know not to respond to that demon either. So
Yeah.
I told him, "Nope, that's not your fight. That's not your battle. You keep doing what you doing. Don't pay that no mind." And she just kept holy and thou. You think you this and you think you that. And I just kept praying out loud because I let people see who I am outside and in the inside. I let them see I'm not afraid to call on God in distress.
Yeah.
So I just kept praying and I kept saying, like no weapons formed against us shall prosper. She never got up out of her chair because I kept us covered in prayer. She never came over there. She just was talking loud across the room. And just for no reason, people will come against you because they see your light and they don't like that they're not, that they think that they can't become what you are. They think that they can't be happy like you are. They think that your happiness is fake. A lot of people, when they see a person happy, they think that your happiness is fake, but they don't know what comes with the happiness.
Yeah.
What you have to go through to get through the happiness.
Like, how can she possibly be happy and she in the same shelter I'm in?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow. Baby, we blessed.
Right.
We got water. We got food, free food. Right. We got, they come and bring us, like, people donate to us, like, food and clothing. This is a blessing. So I counted our joy blessings.
Yeah.
Like, I look at everything as a blessing. A lot of people don't look at it like that because they're in that situation. They don't look at it like, oh, we in this. They don't look at it like God blessing us even more, even in our situation. They don't look at it like that. They're just mad because they're in a situation, and they're mad because you're happy in your situation. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was for her. And the whole time she was talking, I sat there calm. I never responded back to her. I kept praying. And I just wrote an email and sent it to the coordinator, and I let her know. And they watched the cameras. Mm-hmm. They said if I had reacted into what she said, I would have got put out along with her. Yeah, but I knew not to react.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I knew me and my children needed somewhere to stay. 1, 2, my children need to know how to react in chaotic situations.
Mm-hmm. When you talk about you wanting your children to know how to respond in chaotic situations, and I was talking to you a few weeks ago about the life skills that I'm teaching Aiden about adulthood and those kinds of things. What do you think is or are some of the most important skills that young adults or kids need to know to become young adults? What's those skills that that will take them a lot further in life beyond what the classroom teaches them?
It's okay to not know something. It's okay to learn, to keep learning. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to not be like everybody else or look like everybody else.
Individuality.
Because once you know, like once you separate yourself from the world, then you know that there's nothing that you can't do.
Yes.
Because everybody walk the same like puppets. But once you realize that you don't have to walk in the puppet line and you can become break out of that, you can become whoever. The distractions are not like slim to none. So that's what I would give young people the advice to know.
When we think about living in America in 2026 and everything that's going on, we got the headlines about, Carmelo Anthony, who is from this area or lives in this area, and then Nolan Wells from Mississippi, where I'm from. It's just so much of an added burden as moms of Black boys to teach them about how to navigate through certain situations that I feel like is unique to us as Black moms or moms of Black boys and Black young men. So in your view, having just graduated a high schooler who's 18 now, how do we teach children strength, and how do we prepare them for situations that they will sometimes go through as Black young men that maybe their white counterparts won't have to go through? how do we prepare them for that without hardening their hearts?
Don't let what you see change your character.
Yeah.
Don't let
That's good.
what you experience change who you are.
Mm.
Because I like to say you stay planted like a tree. Whatever storm you go through, you just stand still and know that God is God. You don't got to change because everybody else is changing. You got to change because there are bad people in the world. You still be you genuinely. When everybody else fail, you're going to be the only genuine, loving light that somebody sees. And you walk in the room, you can change any atmosphere. You can change any energies. You can change the situation by just staying humble and peaceful and not just reacting because other people expect for you to react.
Yeah.
So don't let what you see change who you are.
And you talked earlier about trusting and not being so trusting of people, but when it's our children who come with such a innocent slate and they're naturally trusting because they haven't gone through certain things, how do you balance telling them not to be so trusting because everybody doesn't have your best interests at heart? How do we keep that innocence about them while still letting them know, okay, you need to be clear-eyed about every room you walk into?
It's just like I like to keep this saying, don't open my door for nobody. I like to keep that saying. It's just and every time I say it every time I leave the house. I might leave the house 5 times a day. Don't unlock this door. Don't open my door for nobody. Just instilling that in your child so it can be playing like a record.
Yeah.
In order for them not to be in order for them to know, just got to instill it in them.
Shift their instincts to where it's not, so where they would normally reach for the doorknob. And if they constantly hear mommy saying, don't open my door for nobody, whereas they would normally reach for the door, they jerk back.
Yeah, so that's the same way that they can incorporate with the world.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just a natural instinct, and then you just got to put it in God's hand because a lot of times we don't know when our children leave our home what they're going to encounter. But it's just like we pray. First of all, put prayer in it, pray before they leave, and let them know to call. Just keep letting them know that it's okay for you to call and text me. It's okay for you to just letting them know that I'm here for you. But now it's time for you to get out and learn things on your own. I'm backing you 100%, but I expect for you to be independent as well.
Yeah.
And the world is ugly, but you're here to bring beauty to the world. And it's a lot of bad in the world, but it's a lot of good too. So we don't have to focus. In the Bible, it said, don't focus on the bad. Focus on what's good.
Yeah.
And what God gives you is good. Our children, He gave us our children, they are good. You focus on what's good, and that's just like resisting the enemy, and he will flee. You just got to resist evil. You don't have to always react. So I would tell my children, learn to control your emotions and don't react when you don't, and when it's not needed to react, because it can go away.
Yeah.
And that's how you can save your life and everybody else's, by learning not to react to a lot of things. That you don't have to bring light to darkness. A lot of times when it's trying to go against you, you don't have to. You resist the enemy and he'll flee.
Definitely.
If that makes sense.
That's powerful. Yes, that makes 100% sense.
You don't have, just because it's headlining, oh, this is going on. You don't have to bring, because that's what a lot of people want you to. They want you to react so that they can have all the more reasons to do what they intended on doing to you in the first place.
Right.
So they can, it's just a bait. It's people trying to bait you and they reeling you in, and you're eating the bait every time. It's just like, if you don't react to it, they're gonna eventually stop what they're doing, or they're gonna eventually pay for what they're doing. We know, God know that we're going through these things, but it's just like, ye of little faith. That's what we say. You got to have faith of a mustard seed, and knowing that your problems are God's problems, and they're going to get fixed, but not in your timing, right when He needed it, in His timing.
Yeah.
And that's what kept me going a lot. I'm going through this, but I don't have to sit in what I'm going through. I don't have to dwell in what I'm going through. I can look to the Father, and He's going to always bring comfort to me that, yeah, you're in this, but you're going to get out of it soon.
Yeah.
But right now, I need you to sit where you are so that you can sit where you are. Like, can't explain it how. Sit where you are so you can sit and take in all this you're going through. Because when I bring you out, you're going to give me all the glory.
Amen. Yes, absolutely. And so when you talk about in God's timing, because I'm pretty sure when you came here in 2017, 2018, you didn't think it would take you years. And I know you were in and out of housing instability throughout that time. But what was it like for you to finally be able to, or what did it feel like to see some of the first signs that things were starting to turn around? When did you start to see, okay, this isn't just a fluke, this is actually my turning point to long-term stability? What did that feel like for you? And when did you start to feel those things?
After I finally got a job, because I was without a job for a whole year. Well, a stable job for a whole year that was bringing stable income. So after I got a job, going into the job, I didn't know if the job was going to get us out as fast as it did. I didn't know that on the other side of me getting the job, God had anointed people to the call, and they answered. I had so many of my supervisors that saw me and was ready, like everything they gave me, every trip, every job, like they were looking out for me. If I didn't have a car, we would pick you up. My supervisors, like they didn't even ask questions. You walking? See me walking from the shelter to my job? No, you're not gonna walk. We're gonna take you. Didn't ask for nothing in return, and that's when I knew that things like, man, why these people? I didn't understand. I was like, why are these people being so? I'm not used to somebody pouring into me
without ulterior motives. Yeah.
So that's when I knew things were changing for the good, and I was like hopeful. I was so hopeful, and I kept telling my children, we're gonna move any day now. We're gonna move any day now. Like, I'm just need to save up a few more checks. We're gonna move any day now. And they was like, Mom, we're just picturing ourselves in our own place. I can't wait to decorate my room. I can't wait to have my own bed to sleep in. I can't wait. We just kept like saying what we're gonna get, and just that's kept us like in good spirits, knowing that we're gonna get out of this. This was temporary.
Yeah. So talk about that any day now. What was that day like for you to learn that you had actually secured housing?
I couldn't believe it. I was still like, really, I'm really getting this way. They approving me. So it didn't feel real at first, but then time I put the key in the door and opened the door, they said, and that's when I realized it was ours, and we're getting out of the situation. And even when we moved in, we went to sleep that first night, and we woke up, we forgot where we were. We thought we were still in the shelter. It is like, oh man, I thought we had to get up and be on routine and do this and do that, and no, we don't. This is our own house. And so it was just a gratitude, like, thank you, God.
Yes.
Dang, this is really this is good feeling. Like, I don't have to be under control of other people. Like, it felt really good. So me and my children, we were so happy. When you're alone and you're single, it's a reason that you're single and taking care of your children. And how I got through being single and taking care of my children on my own was I had to stop blaming others for what I'm going through. I was blaming, and I kept saying that it wasn't fair that the other parent had to go through what I had to go through. I had to look deeper into why I was going through the things that I was going through. Yeah. And I had to really put trust in God and knowing that I'm in this, and there's a reason why I'm going in this, and this situation is temporary, and you might not get justice when you want it, but when God get done with what he's doing for you and your children, it's ultimately gonna come back to you that God has served justice on your behalf. But it's not gonna feel like you want it to feel. Like as where you was going when you was in it. Yeah. Because when he bring you out, he put you in a place of humbleness and gratitude and just being sensitive. You don't want to see a person who hurt you. Right. Hurt. But everybody has to go through that season in life, and everybody has to go through. You went through it, so they have to go through it too, in order for them to get back to God and in order for them to heal and go through the process, to know that it's not okay to treat people the way that you're treating them. They can't. Everybody can't go through this world treating people bad. So single moms justice might not come when you want it. But when justice is served, it's not going to even feel like what you want it to feel like. Because you're going to be so healed after you come out of the storm that you're in. Good. You're going to be so loved. You're going to be so at peace that what somebody else going through is not going to even matter no more. Yeah. Because that's the goodness of God.
Wow.
He don't create you to want evil to happen to other people. That's not who he created you to be. Yes, it's not fair that you're taking care of your children on their own, but the beauty that comes out of what you're in now, you're not going to even imagine. Like, wow, God, is this good? So rather than wanting justice on somebody and somebody wanting bad, you got to focus on life itself. You have life. Your children have life. You're healthy. And God is with you. And he's never left your side, first and foremost. But there's something that God is trying to do through you so that you can help others come out of what you just came out of.
Yes.
So
that's good.
It's the most important thing. Like, don't seek justice on people. Like, I know it's better said than done, because when you eat it, you just mad and you want other people to feel what you feel.
Right.
But you're gonna be committing the same sin, and then that's not gonna that's not gonna allow God to heal you and push you to where you want to be, because you're stuck in the sin that you want for other people.
Correct.
Like, he considered no sin greater than the next. So you want bad on people, then bad gonna come towards you. But if you just not even, it's hard not to focus on the bad, first of all. It's hard not to. But I had to keep telling myself, to keep going. And the Holy Spirit just kept ministering to me. And yes, I cried. There's many nights I cried. I'm telling you, you're going to cry. There's many nights that you're going to mess up. It's okay to mess up. You learning. God know you learning from that. That's the reason why he put you in that situation. Because he know you're going to fall. But he going to pick you back up when you fall. That's what kept me going. I made many mistakes. I didn't have to. There wasn't no perfect time in my journey walking with God. There was no perfect time. That was the hardest thing I ever can go through in my life. And I never think that I'll be chosen to go through, I guess, the Red Sea. But he drowned all my enemies and healed me.
And that's what people don't really understand. Because like you said about the domestic violence, so many women would say, that'll never be me, that I'll never go through that. So many people will say, I'll never be homeless. We just don't know how close we are to being unstable in our comfortable situation. We don't know that we're one or two bad decisions away, or one or two missteps away from being in the same situation. So
it can happen to anybody.
It can happen to
That's why you don't never judge people or never speak
right
on somebody's situation, because it can all be taken from you within an instant.
Yeah.
I've learned that. Like, I've never spoke bad about someone, but I've learned that no matter how hard you try not to go into something, it's meant for you to go through it. Because I tried to prevent homelessness, but it just didn't work in my favor, because it wasn't meant for me to take the path I was trying to take. It was meant for me to take the path that was more, the path was more hard. I would say the easy path, but it was harder. But it was hard because God needed me to go through that test. Because it was like the pruning. Like, it broke every person who I thought I was. He had to tear down every person who I built myself to be, to bring in a new me. And now all I can do is smile every day, because I've never thought I could be this person that I am today. I can just go out and minister to people and tell people I love them, genuinely say I love them. I can tell a stranger that I love you, and don't even have to know them, because God wants you to love your neighbor, honor your neighbor. It don't even matter. Like, you don't even know how much life you can bring into somebody by just speaking kindness. And so that's my goal. And my mission is to always go out and speak kindness and speak life over people, because you never know when it's your turn to have to be in that seat.
Yes. Good words.
Yes.
Wonderful words of wisdom. Yeah, because sometimes we just we operate from a place of arrogance until and
Pride.
unless God puts us in certain situations to humble us, like you said.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shift gears and play a lightning round called Grace or Grit. So I'm gonna read off several things, just little phrases, and I'm gonna ask you, does this situation require more grace or more grit? Okay. Asking for help, does that require more grace or more grit?
More grace.
More grace.
Mm-hmm.
Starting over.
Grace.
Grace.
Oh wait, both.
Both.
Grit and grace.
Grace for who?
The person that has to start over, but also grit. You have to tell them that everybody go through this. It's not just you. And it's temporary. You got to keep being firm with them, and you're going to get through this.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's why I say grit.
Parenting through hardship.
Grace. Because you learning as you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Living in a shelter.
Grace.
Keeping faith during uncertainty.
Grace.
Okay. Receiving blessings after a long wait.
Grace.
Just full of grace.
Yes.
Forgiving yourself.
Grace.
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah, I think so. Forgiving others.
Grace. You have to give grace because it's hard to forgive others.
So hard, so hard. And yourself, in my opinion, too. Which required more of you during this journey, grace or grit?
Doing this journey, I want to say grace, but grace, because I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get out of survival mode and learn to accept the blessings that are being ushered in, and not thinking that it's a motive after. I gotta grace myself in it. I gotta embrace the blessing and stop trying to block out my blessings. Yeah. So
because on the surface, I would think that you would have said more grit because you were just grinding, like I was telling you earlier. I mean, just every day, I got to get to it. I got to do it. I got to fill out this application. I got to listen. I don't have time to take a nap. I got to get to it.
Even when I did try to take a nap, it was hard for me to sleep because my mind was going.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to finish up, and I want to ask you, and you've already kind of alluded to some words of wisdom, some wonderful, significant words of wisdom, especially for moms who are going through some of the same things that you have overcome. And you've already spoken to the mother who's struggling right now and feels like she's running out of hope. What would you tell the version of yourself who was living in a shelter?
He's not done yet. He's not done yet. And your ending is just God's beginning. Oh, but you have to get out your own way. So you got to believe that he's not done and he's rewriting your story. Because I didn't know my story was being rewritten. So I didn't know. I thought I was done. Because I'm like, man, this can't get even worse. Like, I'm done. I'm done, Sal. But he was never done.
Yeah.
It was just him rewriting my story, but I had to go through that walk with him first, alone. And it's just like when they said, I don't know who it was. I think it was Abraham when he went to the mountain and he wrestled with God. It's just how he wrestled with God because he didn't want to be the man that God called him to be, but God. I think I got the story all wrong, but like we also often wrestle with God because we don't want to go into. It's hard doing the right thing. It's hard to walk with Him because it's a lot that's running after us when we walk with God. Yes, but we just gotta keep trust and know. He said, "Be still and know that I'm God." Be so yeah, the person that I was in the shelter, I wish I would have had someone that told me that He's not done yet, and this just the beginning of your story.
I love that.
And you will smile again. You will smile again. All that crying, the tears will be turned into joy.
Yes.
So yes.
Yes. He gives beauty for ashes.
Yes.
Yes. What has this journey taught you about yourself?
Um, what it taught me about myself was, um, that's a good question. What have this journey taught me about myself? Um, that you can love, um, without even having a reason to want to love. You can still love. It's possible to still love and not be angry.
Yeah.
Like I still love, even though I went through all the hard things in life. I still love. I still am motivated. I'm still like I have a reason to be here. So
I love that you can still love.
yes, you can still love because a lot of people
through
can't
all
love.
of that, what you've been through. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
What has this journey taught you about God? You mentioned when you first came out here, you didn't have the relationship with God that you have now. What has this journey taught you about God?
That you're never even alone when you think you're alone, and it's taught that He loves every part of you, the sad you, the depressed you, the angry you, the uncertain you, the worried you. He loves every part of you, and He will take you as you are. He don't need a perfect person. He want an unhealed person. Exactly. He want a lost person, because that's how He gets His glory, and that's how He is able to win more souls, because He can show, this is what I done for my daughter. This is what I done for my son. The same God that did it for Courtney will be the same God that do it for you.
Yes, I love that. So when people look at you today, they see this warm smile, they see your housing now, they see your new car now. And I know all of that is a testament to your faith and a testament to how great our God is. What does victory look like on top of all of those tangible things, the apartment, the car? What does victory look like in a nutshell for you today?
Victory. What does victory look like? It looks like happiness to me. Victory is happiness. All the other stuff don't matter to me, because I know it can be taken. But victory is like pure happiness. Like my heart can actually smile now after knowing who God is and what He can bring you out of and bring you to. My heart smiles. As long as my heart is smiling and I know who my Father is, and I know that's what victory looks like to me, when I can smile again, because I never smiled. So for me to smile again, I'm just like, wow, He did that for me. I didn't know that I could be able to smile again. So yeah, it make my heart smile. I'm getting emotional because like I never think honestly, when I say I never think that I can ever smile again because of all the hard stuff I went through, I can never think. But now I get this joy from God, and nobody can take it away.
Nobody can take it away.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Victory is being able to smile again. That's for me.
In spite of,
Yes, in spite of.
I love
what
that.
I went through.
Any other words that you want to leave for the people?
Yes. Words of encouragement?
Yeah, any words, yeah.
People
you said a lot already.
I know.
That's motivating and inspiring and uplifting.
I want to say this again. Don't let what you see in a lot of people's households or in this world change who you are as a human, as you are your spirit. Don't let it change your spirit. Because a person's spirit who can be changed is a person's spirit who can be led astray.
Wow.
So don't change your spirit because this world is evil. So yeah.
Good.
You can be joy. You can be the person that changes the evil. You can. And honestly, people don't believe that. We
need more light in this dark world, especially today. So how can people follow you? How can they stay in contact with you? Are you on social media?
I'm on I mostly be on TikTok and YouTube, mostly at the purest soul nay. It's the_purist_nay. Yeah, that's how you can find me on TikTok. I think, let me look at it again, y'all.
Okay.
I think that's what I put it for my name.
While she's doing that, she said the_purist, PUREST, soul, SOUL, Nay, NAE.
Yeah,
Nay
that's
is
right.
short for Coronay.
Yes.
I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nay has just been such an inspiration to me. I just can't say enough about how she's lifted me on so many days where I wasn't going through half the struggles that she has endured and overcome by the grace of God. And so I just want to thank you for just being willing to share your story, because I know it's going to minister to so many people, not even just women, but men alike who are going through things, because we have so many awesome single dads as well who are struggling with uncertainty, with waiting. And so I know that your words are going to do a lot to help so many people.
Thank you,
so
Jesus.
yes, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Yes.
Yay.